Greetings, my name is Taran Maritas, and today I'm presenting on the National Society of Professional Engineers Code of Ethics, and particularly one of the codes of ethics that stood out to me the most. So the National Society of Professional Engineers is a professional organization dedicated to giving engineers the tools and resources needed to thrive as engineers and as professionals in the workplace. Part of these tools and resources are a code of ethics and value systems by which all engineers especially should adhere to if they want to bring out the best in themselves and bring their best self to the workplace. So here's just a brief overview. They cover ethics and accountability, the qualifications that engineers must have, the professional advancement tracks that engineers should aspire to, and the unity that engineers must have in the workplace with their teams. So what exactly is an engineer? An engineer is a professional skilled in problem solving. The number one reason why engineers are so valuable is because of their ability to solve problems and to think critically. So regardless of whether, somebody studies mechanical engineering, aerospace, subsea, electrical, the underlying undercurrent there is that they know how to solve a problem. Now, they may not have all the tools, they may not have all the knowledge, but those are things that can be acquired. You could teach somebody a skill set. These days, you can just type in a few words and find the information you need. But that key component that's hard to teach and that's hard to acquire, that engineering school gives engineers is the ability to think critically and to come up with creative solutions. So, as per the National Society of Professional Engineers, some of the engineering values are integrity, impartiality, fairness, and equity. And to me, I like this because this gives us a fertile ground for an engineer to bring their best work to the table. So that means we're not going to cut corners when it comes time to create a solution. We're not going to cut costs. We're going to make sure that every voice is heard at the table when it comes to creating the solution. And we're going to make sure that we're making a solution that's not just going to last us today, but going to last the next 5, 10, 20 years, something that's going to really be able to be reusable and something that's going to last and continue to bring value. So what is ethics and why they're so important? Ethics are defined as a set of rules that govern a person's actions, the area of study that deals with moral principles. And ethics are important because engineers have to make decisions. First of all, they have to they have to decide to follow these engineering values here: integrity, impartiality, fairness, and equity, so that they can bring their best selves to work. And then they have to make sure that they're combining all of that, their skill set and their value system, to have a positive impact on society, because the engineers' actions and the solutions that they create are for the benefit of people. Other people use engineered solutions, software, bridges, electrical grids, airplanes. All of those are designed and built by engineers, and everybody uses them. The society that we live in depends on them. And with that being said, we have to keep in mind the health and safety of the public welfare. So that's why ethics are extremely valuable for engineers. And that's why I'm happy that the National Society of Professional Engineers laid out a specific code of values and ethics for all of us engineers to follow. So just some brief examples. We have microchip computers. That's something that is really invaluable these days. Everything that we ever do, this computer and this phone that I'm recording on now, depends on microcomputers. Oil and gas. A lot of the products, from the stuff we put into our cars to airplanes to even the polymers found inside of our clothes and shoes, all come from oil and gas refineries. Airplanes are another valuable asset that we use, and also biomedical engineers, designing and building biomedical devices that can help us live longer and healthier lives. So this is the code of ethics that stood out to me the most. And I like this for a particular reason that I'll get into later, just from my own personal experience. But it says engineers shall at all times strive to serve the public interest. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to make our lives better and simpler and more efficient. Engineers shall continue their professional development throughout their careers and should keep current in their specialty fields by engaging in professional practice, participating in continuing education resources, reading in technical literature, and attending professional seminars and meetings. We are encouraged to engage in civic affairs, offer career guidance to children, and work for the advancement, health, and safety well-being of the community. Now, the reason why all of this is important to me is because of my involvement in the National Society of Black Engineers. This is a student organization, a professional organization, a global international organization that is dedicated to promoting these exact same qualities and this exact same code of ethics, not just in engineers, but in everybody that the organization touches. And I feel very honored to serve and continue to serve in this organization because I feel like we're really doing a positive thing, bringing positive things to our communities, bringing positive things to the campus, and also continue to raise the bar of excellence for engineers in the workplace. Another reason why this code of ethics is important to me because during my work experience at Marathon Petroleum in the spring of 2020, I had to look through numerous documents and codes to make sure that the solutions that I was bringing to the table were in line with company standards, as well as national standards, such as the National Electric Code. I am studying electrical engineering, and the National Electric Code is something that's very valuable to us. So that's another reason why I know that this is something valuable because I need to make sure that my solutions aren't going to damage anybody and are going to provide the best safety and well-being as possible to those who use it. So with that being said, my name is Tarami Reedus. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation. Y'all have a blessed one.